Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Legend and I'm back with another video. You already know what this is just by looking at the thumbnail. Now if you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe while you're at it. But without further ado, let's just get into this intro so we can start this what if.
And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty. Push.
Naruto looked down at the pink-haired girl, taking in her princess-like appearance. To be honest, he was confused by her appearance. It was hot as the center of the sun, yet the girl was casually walking around in a pink dress, pink boots, and some type of giant hand cannon. "Are you alright, miss?" Naruto stopped there, not knowing the girl's name. The girl shook off her shock and looked away from the mysterious man. "I'm fine. I could have handled the danger beast alone though. And as for a name, you haven't earned my trust, nor are you worthy of knowing my name." Naruto's eyes twitched. Was she serious? He saved her from getting her ass kicked by that water serpent. And this was his thanks? Naruto released the nature chakra from his body as Sage Mode left him, and he pulled his hood down to show his face. "Suit yourself." Naruto walked away, not wanting to deal with the girl and her arrogance. She went to call out to him, but he was gone after his second step as he disappeared in a burst of static and speed. The girl's mouth quickly became friends with the floor at the show of speed that she had just witnessed. Currently, Naruto walked through the city before he went into a bar. When he first got to this continent, he exchanged all of his remaining money to silver and gold. And as of right now, because of that, he only had 12 silver coins and 8 gold. That's why he was here at a bar. It would be easy to find work here. All types of people enter a bar, and it wasn't just to drink. Naruto ordered a water and sat in the back of the bar and waited. He was always scanning the room, looking for someone who seemed as though they needed something shady to be done, and was willing to pay a good grip to get it done. Naruto sat there, his hood up, shadowing his face. He waited and waited until an old man in proper dress attire entered the bar. He had gray hair, a full mustache, and a trimmed beard. He was also on the heavier side and walked with a cane. Said old man scanned the bar for a long while. The bar owner then spoke. "So you here to find someone to resupply again?" The old man said nothing as his eyes landed on Naruto in the back. He walked up to him and took a seat across from him and gave a friendly smile. "Hello, good sir. Are you interested in making a good profit for a few simple tasks?" Naruto continued to analyze the man. The moment he sat down, a chill had went down his spine. He wasn't strong, but there was just something that the man was just giving off that made Naruto sick. "What is it that you want me to do?" The man smiled as he reached into a pocket and pulled out a piece of paper and slid it across the table. "Get these things for me and bring them to this address. Once done, you will get a hefty payment." The man then stood and left the bar as Naruto read the paper. Naruto was familiar with the ingredients. They were ingredients that were usually used to make deadly poisons and chemicals: powdered lye, freon, chlorophyll, and powdered metal. Naruto stood and walked out of the bar as he passed two teens with a country-ish look to them. They had weapons, so obviously they were foreigners looking to join the military. Naruto made his way to get said ingredients. He got the chlorophyll and powdered metal with ease, but as for the lye and the freon, it took him an entire day just to find where he could get the stuff. He had to go to the center of the capital, and he had to fill out a request to get the ingredients since they were regular use in torture. The fact that he had to fill out a request just to get them raised a few red flags for him. Obviously, he didn't fill out said request. He just snuck into the capital storage area that was heavily guarded and stole them. Naruto then vanished in a note of static and appeared away from the center of the capital. Naruto sealed away the ingredients and made his way to the address that was written on the paper. He was in no hurry, so he kept at a slow pace. In total, it took Naruto a tad bit over 45 minutes to arrive at the mansion. He didn't bother to knock on the door. He simply just appeared in the living room with a burst of static. A little girl and a beautiful woman jumped in surprise as the older blonde woman quickly slammed her diary shut and hid it behind her on the couch. "Who are you?" Naruto said nothing. He simply just unsealed all of the ingredients and placed them in front of the two of them as they quickly understood who he was. "Oh, you must be the delivery. Would you care for some tea while I get your payment?" The older woman said this with a sweet smile. It made her look stunning. If Naruto were more naive, he would have said yes. But after the ingredients he was delivering to them, he didn't want them serving him anything. So Naruto declined, causing the woman to nod and go off to get his payment. Naruto then heard a very faint but agonizing scream that made the hair on his neck stand on end. He only heard it because he was a shinobi. The scream caught him completely off guard. He wanted to mind his own business, but his hero complex and curiosity got the better of him. Naruto entered sage mode and closed his eyes as all of his sentences were amplified. The first thing that he noticed was the old man that he had met prior, a distance away with two other people. Their life forces getting weaker by the minute. He then smelled it, the scent of blood, on the little girl who sat across from him. And the scent of it was very, very fresh, as if she had just finished torturing someone. He also noticed the presence of a sleeping boy who was upstairs, along with the woman from earlier. He then felt another strange life force appear inside the house. This life force was much stronger, and this life force that he felt, it snuffed out the other woman's life force. The life force then fled, going back to what Naruto presumed was to be its friends. A total of 6 other people were now outside. Naruto also noticed the life force of a few guards as they ran out of the house to protect the family. Then the life force of the old man was also snuffed out. Then the boy upstairs finally woke up. At this time, Naruto could hear some guards running down the steps, prompting Naruto to exit sage mode. "Why are there people trying to kill you and your family?" Naruto's eyes held a deadly glint in them, shocking the little girl. Then she was pulled from her seat and dragged out of the house. Naruto watched the two of them go, and soon watched the boy run out with them. Seconds later, Naruto created a clone before he stood up, and body flickered to the 2 weakest life forces that he had felt a distance away. He appeared outside of a shed a bit far from the house that was bolted shut. The scent of blood was now a lot stronger. Soon Naruto heard the footsteps of the guards and the others. He looked over his shoulder and spoke in a chilling tone. "What's behind this door?" Naruto's eyes flashed red for a split second, putting the fear of God into the guards, the little girl, and Tatsumi. "What? Don't have an answer?" A chill went down all of their spines as they stood in shock. There was a pressure on them that rooted them into their spots. Naruto was releasing his killing intent alongside with the Kyubis without realizing it. Then, a red-eyed girl with long raven hair down to her back landed behind them. She wore what looked like a schoolgirl uniform with red samurai wrist guards, black calf-length socks, a black miniskirt, and a black button-up shirt with a red tie. The woman dashed forward at the guards, jumping over the boy, her eyes focused on the guards and the little girl. Naruto watched as both guards raised their guns. and on instinct, Naruto just moved. In an instant, he was behind one of the guards, with the Rasengan in hand as he slammed it into the guard's back, ripping his spine to pieces, causing the black-haired girl to halt in her tracks. In another split second, she barely saw another one of the blondes come down onto the other guard as he slammed 2 kunais into his neck, killing him. The other Naruto then vanished in a cloud of smoke. Since you don't want to tell me what's in the shed, I'll see for myself. Naruto grabbed the handles of the shed door and ripped this door off of the hinges. What Naruto saw didn't surprise him, but the boy, he was in distress. That's Seiyo. Naruto turned to the boy as he walked up to the half-dead girl hanging from the ceiling by her wrists in chains, in nothing but her undergarments. The red-eyed girl then spoke in a monotone voice as she stepped forward next to Naruto. This family took pleasure in luring outsiders to their home under a facade of kindness. They enjoyed drugging them and injecting them with the Ebola virus and torturing them. The mother of the family would write down the many different effects the virus had on the human body in a diary. That's why we were sent here to assassinate them. The little blonde girl finally spoke, trying desperately to plead her case just to live a while longer. Don't listen to her. I'm the one who took you in when you had nowhere to go. Me and my family fed you. Who are you going to listen to? The one who gave you food and a place to stay, or some killer? Tatsumi was still looking up at the body of his female friend when everyone heard a raspy and strained voice coming from the left of them inside of a cell. Tatsumi, is that you? Tatsumi slowly turned his head as his eyes widened. Ieyasu! The heavily injured boy began to speak as Naruto began to walk up to the bars. Don't trust that little girl. She lured me and Seiyo here with the promise of food and shelter. She then put something in the food that knocked the 2 of us out, and we woke up in here. That girl. She then proceeded to torture Seiyo to death. Ieyasu released a tear as he fell down the bars as Naruto sliced through them with 0 difficulty and removed the boy from the inhumane cell. Said girl tried to slowly back away and escape, but Naruto's body flickered in front of her. Where do you think you're going? Naruto's eyes were now a deep red, causing the girl to take a step back into Akame. She then finally broke from being cornered. Fine, I did it, okay? These foreigners are just livestock, playthings to me, and that girl, who gave her the right to have such beautiful hair? Mine is always giving me trouble, and nowhere near as nice as hers. She should be honored that I paid such extra attention to her, that ungrateful son of a bitch! The girl began panting and hyperventilating, with an insane look on her face. Naruto sneered at her. You disgust me. Akame placed a hand on the hilt of her sword. Then I'll kill her. Tatsumi took a step forward, saying no. Naruto glared at him. You really want her to live? Tatsumi then drew his sword in one fluid but sloppy motion as he slashed her across her body, from the left shoulder down to her right hip. I'll do it. The girl fell back and died, no one caring for the corpse that would soon be picked over by the crows. Thank you, Tatsumi. Ieyasu then coughed up a massive amount of blood that halted his speech. Tatsumi quickly ran to his friend and cradled his head. Ieyasu! Naruto sighed as he waved a hand manipulating the wind as it cut the chains holding up Seiyo as he appeared under her and caught her. She's not dead. Tatsumi and Ieyasu looked over at the tall blonde as he placed her next to Ieyasu. Naruto then pushed Tatsumi out of the way and sat between Ieyasu and Seiyo as he quickly entered Sage mode. Their life force is weak, but I can still heal them, although Seiyo, she may not survive even after I heal her, but I'll try my best. Naruto placed a hand over both of their hearts. This was his and their best bets, because they didn't have chakra or chakra network. They could take in the Senjutsu chakra with no consequences of being petrified. This would also speed up their natural healing process by 20 times. because he was channeling his chakra into their hearts. It would be evenly distributed throughout their bodies. Akame and Tatsumi looked on in shock as they watched the two bodies that should be nearing death's door become more full of life. Naruto began to sweat as he took a deep breath. The wounds on both bodies began to close and color came back to their faces, but in Sayo's case it wasn't much color. Finally, Naruto was able to heal both of them and purge said viruses from their bodies. Naruto's Sage Mode left his body as he sighed. He then felt a blade at his neck as he narrowed his eyes. "I'm sorry, but you've seen my face, and for that, I can't let you live." Akame then felt a kunai at her throat as her eyes widened. "Is that so? I could say the same to you. You've just seen many things that you were not supposed to see, yet my threat only came after you threatened me. I bet I could kill you 4 times over before you even touch me with that strange sword of yours. Would you like to test my theory?" The Naruto in front of Akame finally stood up and turned around, and his icy glare passed straight through her body. Akame swallowed thickly as a bead of sweat ran down her face. "No, my apologies. I was being rash in my thinking." The clone behind Akame dispelled and Naruto began to walk past her before he stopped. He turned to Tatsumi and flicked a pill to him. "Give this to that girl. It'll help her reform blood cells so she can survive. Though you have to wait till she has full use of her mouth, or you can just feed it to her via mouth to mouth." Naruto began to walk again as another blonde walked in front of him. Tatsumi looked up and recognized her instantly. "Ugh! You're the girl with the boobs!" Naruto's eye twitched. The boy really just said something like that, out loud, with no shame. Said girl threw up a peace sign as she looked at all the bodies. "Wow, you really did a number on some of them, Akame." Naruto began to walk by the girl as Akame spoke. "I didn't do this. He did." Akame pointed at Naruto, who was walking away. The busty blonde in a tube top appeared in front of Naruto. "You did all that?" Naruto looked at the overexcited girl. "No. That guy over there, Tatsumi, killed that disgusting girl. I just killed the guards." Leone's eyes widened. "Are you serious? How did you do it? One of the guards barely even has a spine left, and the other guard has his spine severed at the neck without his head completely being gone." Naruto shrugged as he continued to walk as Akame and Tatsumi caught up holding both Sayo and supporting Ieyasu. When they got closer to the house, Naruto saw the rest of the assassin group posted up on wires as they looked down at them. The pink-haired girl looked down at Naruto as she pointed. "You're the guy who tamed that armored water viper." Naruto looked up at the speaker. "And you're that arrogant pink-haired girl." Said girl was about to retort until she saw another Naruto walk up next to the first Naruto with 4 large sacks of money over his shoulder. The clone dropped the sacks in front of the original before dispelling. Naruto took off his hooded trench coat and sealed the money into the coat before he put the trench coat back on. Akame and Tatsumi decided not to ask questions. They had already seen the blonde do things that were strange, so this was now a normal sight for them. Ieyasu wanted to question it, but he was still weak and tired. Mind's eyes went wide. You! How did you do that?" Naruto said nothing as he began to walk away, but Leone jumped next to him and slung an arm around his shoulder. "Hey, how about you join us? We could really use a guy like you on the team." Naruto shrugged her off of him and continued to walk. "I'd prefer not to be another pawn in someone's game." Leone continued to try and persuade Naruto to join them. Soon the big armored guy joined in on the persuasion, saying that living with them would be easier and cheaper than finding a normal place. Naruto stopped walking to think it over. The offer was tempting, but in the end, Naruto decided against it. But guys, I'm going to end it off right here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. But without further ado, I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.